in the beginning when we went to do research for Agents of Ishq, one of the things that sex educators would say was, no, they do girls and boys ka sex ed class separately.
Really?
Huh.
Today, 2026?
Well, this is 10 years ago, but it's not like there is sex ed in school. So you have a couple of special classes, right? And they would often do them segregated. And then we'd be like, so what are you talking to them about? So to girls, they would talk about menstruation. To the boys, they would talk about masturbation. But never the reverse. Like, it's not like guys are learning about menstruation and women are also talking about masturbation.
Very interesting.
So that means in your imagination, only boys at puberty are experiencing desire, but girls are not.
We had, not to make it all about me, we had a sex ed class in the 90s or late 80s or whatever I was in school. And I remember there was no word used which wasn't like scientific. Okay, so all the words, so it just became boring after some time. We're talking about how the egg will split and this and that, and spermatozoa.
Yeah.
Spermatozoa, we didn't even know the word was spermatozoa at that point. So,
But also you can't relate it to your body, right? It's happening somewhere on a drawing.
They're not being open about it, so you don't get into the conversation at all. Did you have the same thing?
We didn't have anything. We didn't have into
You had
convent
no sex
school.
education,
No.
you wrote a book?
Yeah. So you don't have to have sex education to write about sex. I mean, entrepreneurial.
Internet, jai.
Yeah.
So
actually, that's why we thought that there is this understanding that, women's bodies are only for reproduction. So you learn about menstruation. Puberty means that now you can actually become
many of the religious
pregnant.
texts, not to mention religions itself, talk about that only, procreation being the key reason for having sexual pleasure.
I mean, I don't think that's true of all cultures, though. There's plenty and more of sexual
No, I'm saying
pleasure.
that's ingrained in a lot of people.
Yeah, so I mean, we all live in this system, heteronormativity, where
What?
basically, yes.
What does that mean?
Heteronormativity is basically that, there are only two genders, men and women.
Okay.
And then they're only meant to love each other and they're only meant to have sex in order to reproduce.
Right.
And all this business of pleasure creates the confusion, because if you say sex is for pleasure, then you have to accept that same-sex relationships, which are for pleasure, are as valid as any other relationship. That's why you don't want to talk about pleasure.
But where do you draw the
because
line? What if a man tries to make love to a car?
I mean, you draw the line at
he opens
consent.
the petrol tank and then who's going to?
I mean, a car can't
unless
consent.
it's your car, in which case then you become part of this whole deal.
Yeah. But
Abhi sir is smiling, huh?
Yeah.
Because we used to hit 90s kid, na? So Fiat, Ambassador, those cars didn't go fast. You could, it's dark. No, I'm just kidding, but don't even, just get on with your story.
never mind.
Yeah.